How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel for a brand new video. So today we're going to be looking at Devil Jin and learning how to fight against some of his most common strings and moves. Devil Jin is one of the strongest characters in the game, so it's definitely a good idea to practice this matchup, and hopefully this guide helps you out. So let's start by looking at his launch punishable moves. So the first one on the list is his 1-1-2. This is his jab string, as you can see, and it is minus 17 on block, so whenever you block this, go for a launcher. Get a full combo, right? Don't let Devil Jin players get away with this. 1-1-2 on block, launch punish at all times. Next up on the list is down forward 4-4. This is Devil Jin Tsunami Kick, and as you can see, it's minus 15. So if your character has a 15 frame launcher and you block this, always go for a launch. One thing I want to point out about down forward 4-4 is that Devil Jin can actually delay the second hit, and usually you'll see them doing this delay to close out rounds, hoping that you'll mash in between the two kicks so they can chip you and ultimately get the KO. And so you always got to be on the lookout for that. So as you can see, look at the delay on that. So always be aware that he might be able to delay it, but the same principle still applies. If you block, even on delay, launch and punish. Up next we have while standing 4-4. This is a mid string and it's minus 16. So when you block this while standing 4-4, launch punish. Sidestep 2. This is one of Devil Jin's, I would call this a panic move. You will sometimes see Devil Jin players use this in an attempt to get a big launcher if they're down on life. They'll try to do this to get a big launcher, big combo, turn the momentum in their favor. But if you block this at any time, launch punish. Next up on the list is down 3+4, so this is minus 15. It's his can kicks, much like Asuka and June. If you block this, launch. Hell sweeps. So this is an interesting move because when done perfectly, you cannot see hell sweeps. They are unseeable when done perfectly, so you need to have a good read on your opponent in order to block this. And of course, when you do, there is a stagger animation. As you can see, Devil Jin clearly staggers, and this is your cue to launch punish, and it's pretty negative on block, so every character should definitely be able to do this, right? So block, punish accordingly. One interesting thing that I want to point out is that Devil Jin, if he whiffs his hell sweep, right, if the first hit doesn't connect but you still manage to block the second hit, that in itself is launch punishable on block. So in general, the principle, the rule you want to keep in mind, hell sweep, if you block the low or the mid follow-up, you always want to get a launch punish. Right, and I failed it there, but you get the idea. Just like so, launch punish to the low, and then if he happens to whiff, get the mid, launch punish. Other common moves you should be watching out for are the following. Forward 4. This is a safe mid counter launcher, so be on the lookout for that. Usually it'll try to get a lot of pressure on you and try to go for the 4-4-4, and if they get it on counter it, if they catch you pushing buttons, right, look at that, he can get a full combo. Down forward 1-2. So this is a mid-high string that does not jail, which means that you can actually duck the second hit and go for a launch punish. So if you see this, duck and launch. You can actually duck it even on hit, right? So as you can see right there, hit, right there, duck. So whether on hit or on block, if you see this, always be ready to duck and launch punish. On hit and on block, always duck and launch, just like so. 1+2. So this is his new command for his old homing move. As you can see, it is still homing. The different thing about this move in this game is that Devil Jin can't cancel this anymore. In previous Tekken games, he could cancel this move, and he had, of course, that advantage of getting a mix-up or giving you more to think about. But now, if he does his 1+2, he can no longer cancel it, and it's minus 12, so do your punish accordingly. CD 1+2, this is a new mid-safe homing attack, and this also gives him a wall splat and knockdown properties. So if you block this, just be patient, block, don't try to retaliate, because they will be trying to get this. They will probably be doing this when your back is against the wall in hopes of getting that wall splat or that knockdown. And when Devil Jin has heat activated, this actually launches as well. So always be on the lookout for that. So if you see this, just be patient, just block, assess your options, but don't try to punish. Up 4. So this is one of Devil Jin's panic moves. I would classify it as a panic move. And the reason why is because if he hits you, he has the ability to go into fly. Only on hit, however. In previous Tekken games, he could do this, and even on block, he was able to go into his flying stance. However, in this game, they changed it, so if you block this, it is really negative on block, which means you have plenty of time to approach and go for a launch punish. So basically, in this game, Devil Jin doesn't get a mix-up with this move on block anymore. So it's much easier to punish, so if you do, always go launch punish accordingly. While standing 1-1, this is a mid-high string that allows Devil Jin to go into his new Mourning Crow stance, and we'll talk about this soon. But whenever he does this move, be ready to duck because you can duck and launch punish. Just like that. Devil Jin does have a mid option out of while standing 1, so if you do block it, just go for your jab punish. Even though he has that mid option, I do want to say that at least 9 times out of 10, Devil Jin players will simply go for the high variation of this string because they want to go into that Mourning Crow stance. So remember, always duck and punish that. Devil Jin's up forward 1. This is a new move that he has where he kind of slings a chain at you, and it has long reach. So I'm going to be standing here, and I believe he's still going to be able to get me, right? Let's take a look. Look at that reach. So the reason why you got to watch out for this move is because, number 1, it has long reach, and it goes into his Mourning Crow stance automatically. So as you saw, right? So I'm going to play it again. He is able to go into Mourning Crow and continue his mix-up, his pressure. So always be on the lookout for this move. Alright, let's talk about Devil Jin's new stance in Tekken 8 called Mourning Crow. This is where he flies in at you, and it can be tricky. It's definitely something that definitely elevates Devil Jin's game plan in this game. However, there are options to this stance and the moves that follow up with it, so let's go ahead and talk about that. Mourning Crow 1. This is a mid attack, however, it can be stepped to your left or right. So if you see this, sidestep left, or you could sidestep right, just like so. However, if up forward 1 connects, you cannot step and you cannot interrupt it. So if this move connects, just block. That's all you can do. Mourning Crow 2-2. This is a homing mid attack. It's a heat engager, and if you block it, you recover in the crouching position, so keep that in mind. However, it is -14 on block, so if you do block it, just do your right punish. Just like so. Mourning Crow 3 and 4 are moves that you'll probably only be seeing in combos. It's really rare that Devil Jin players use it out in the open, but if you do, just keep in mind Mourning Crow 3, this one right here, is safe, and the 4 is really negative on block, so just launch. But like I said, these are mostly used as combo fillers, very rarely used out in the open. One key detail I want you to know about Devil Jin is that from Mourning Crow stance, he has no lows. So if he is in a normal status, there is no reason why you should be ducking if Devil Jin is doing Mourning Crow against you. However, if he has heat activated, things are a little bit different, and here's why. When Devil Jin has heat activated, he actually has a heat smash that is a high unbreakable throw, as you can see. What this means is that if Devil Jin has heat activated, his Mourning Crow mix-up is in fact real, because now you have to think about whether he's going to go for the high unbreakable throw or if he's going to go mid. So when he has heat activated, it's really a guessing game. So I guess right there, but let's see if I guess right this time. Okay, I guess right there, but as you can see, you got to think about it. What it comes down to is that you really do have to respect Devil Jin when he has heat activated. Like, he's just way too good when he has this. And his heat smash, that like reaches half screen. Look how far I am. Look at that. Basically, when Devil Jin activates heat, you just gotta be patient. You just literally gotta be patient and wait until he either uses a heat smash or it runs out. You are not playing Tekken if he has heat activated. Very, very key important detail that I want you to remember. Like I said, Devil Jin is a freaking monster in this game, and one of the best characters in the game, so it's definitely going to be a hard matchup regardless, but matchup knowledge does help, so I hope this really does help out. Let me know what y'all thought. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day, stay safe out there, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.